So it's getting colder in season right now, and I'm just pulling out some of my like long pants because normally indoors I wear like shorts, but now that it's getting colder into the winter, I'm just looking through my old pants and like pajama pants and just like casual home house pants, and these like I would wear at home, and they're a little bit long. That's why I never wore them. So today I'm gonna hem these so I can probably take off like 3 or 4 inches. Maybe I'll make them like an ankle length. That'll be super comfortable and easy. These are thrifted. It's like a 12-ish V print. I think it's like Primark or something like that. But anyways, these need to get cut or trimmed. Let's look at this hem. It's like a thin style one, so that's easy. I'll just show you how I would hem them if you'd want to see that in the tutorial. So you can like measure these out specifically the length that you want to cut it. I'm just mostly gonna eyeball this and just make sure you leave yourself enough room so that you can fold the inside and make the edge like a nice and clean end. So I'm just going to pin them down and cut them. So I have my pins in here. So I pinned them here, here, and here. And I'm gonna fold it over just so that I can make sure I'm cutting it evenly on both sides, so it's not like longer here and then shorter here. I'm just here. By the way, this fabric is like so slippery, so it's not the easiest thing to film with, but you know, project's a project. Okay, so I think that's about how much I want to remove. Like, I'm sure there's more professional ways of doing this, but you know, I'm just making my life simple at this point. So that's about 4 inches, I think. Now what I'm gonna do is, I have this rough edge. I'm gonna iron and press it down, so I'll fold it once and then fold it twice. So you see there, it's a clean edge. So I've ironed it down and pinned it off camera. So you can see it's a little bit longer than the original, or it's a little bit thicker. It's like about a thumb size, which is fine for me, but this fabric is like so flimsy, so I couldn't make this any thinner without struggling beyond how much I want to struggle for these pair of pants. So you just want to make sure that the ends, that like the length of the pants is gonna line up, and just to check that before you hit the sewing machine, so that there's not any one is like longer than the other. And you can just do that by pulling on the inseam and just checking on the length. Or you can like actually do measurements, but I don't really have time for that today, so we're just eyeballing everything. Okay, so I'm gonna give myself how much room? Like up to the second bar, I think it'll be fine. And I just want to keep it along there. See how flimsy this is? It just doesn't even stay on the freaking thing. Okay. Stay. Actually, I should start this at the corner edge, or like at the side edge. You can go ahead and take this out. I like to start at this section where the seam starts, because then it's like less messy looking if it would be like starting in the middle here. I'm just pulling on both ends here to keep the tension and to keep this flat, because then it'll get very messy very fast. Then I do reverse. So first pant leg is done. This turned out pretty clean. And then you can iron or press it down to make sure that this is like not puffy or bubbly. That's a bad way of describing it, but yeah, you can certainly press it to give it another nice finish. Sewing with a tripod is kind of insane because I have to do this on an angle until I figure out a better setup. So I finished this side, and now they're an ankle length, so I'm not gonna trip over them when I'm walking around, which is always a plus, right? Okay, so I have these little metal things, and then this is gonna be for the wall. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll screw these in. I don't know how strong they'll hold because this is cork. So as long as like I'm not pulling on it, or like, I think that these should be fine. And then I'm gonna put like a piece of twine that connects them together and then hang them. I think it'll be stronger if I twist it in instead of just like pressing it all the way down. So here's the twine. Okay, I don't know why I did a bow tie, but that's what I did. I made this so that the tension is not too like tight between them, so that it's not gonna like pull on it. Sorry, there's a little bit of leeway here, so it's not super tight. Okay, so I put the original what is it called, bulletin board thing here that was here before that fell off, and now it's nailed to the back of the wall. I left the command strips there because actually this does kind of like still stick onto it. That gives it a little bit extra adhesion, and that's what it looks like. Let me just center it. I hope the color is translating well on video. I mean, it's gray. I don't know how much it could translate, but basically it's like very neutral, cool colors that I'm going with here.